Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is Sunday. I got on a little bit of purple, y'all. Y'all know I've been saying that some Sundays I need to put my purple on. But welcome to the Dynamic Life Show with your host, Deronda Michelle. I'm excited about being here with you. Anybody ready to kick your shoes off and get relaxed? That's okay. But I want you to also grab a pen and pad because we got some resources for you today from your community leaders. And I want to make sure that you don't miss a tad of information today. I'm not going to ask you what you cooking good looking because guess who about to cook today? Yeah, I said I'm going to make me some salmon. I'm going to make me some asparagus. I might turn it to spinach. I need something green though. And I'm going to make me some roasted red potatoes. So I ain't going to ask y'all what y'all cooking because I ain't stopping past nobody's house this afternoon but my own. I'm going home and slay. After about 3 weeks, I'm going to slay in the kitchen and turn up the heat to make me some good food. Now, we're talking about food today. It just so happens that we are. That discussion is going to be available to you as we move forward in the program today. Listen, we're talking about it because one thing we know, COVID caused a whole issue when it came to food. Do you recall seeing all them food lines in counties and cities? They were everywhere. Cars lined up. People lined up. The people who you thought were fine were not. And so today we're discussing some food resources, some community resources, so our people can know where they can get a meal. Listen, it's nothing like having that hunger pain. I don't care what age you are. You know, the infants, they cry to let us know. The toddlers, they cry to let us know. But you get to a certain age and you say, well, I can't cry about this, but I am hungry. I'm having some issues. My pockets are lean. You know, they call it nowadays a food desert and food insecurities. I don't care what you call it. If you're hungry, you might be hangry. So today we're going to talk about how you can get rid of that hunger issue if you're having issues with that. Now, remember, the Dynamic Life Show is all about bringing you the community resources and business resources to help you level up in life. It's nothing like feeling like you're all alone, living on an island. No man is an island, as they say. But it's nothing like feeling like you can't get the support that you need to grow in the areas that you desire to develop in. So today we're going to make sure that you grow in the area that you desire to develop in, because Dynamic Life is all about equipping you with the tools you need for life success. Not just, you can be successful at work and not be successful at home, or vice versa. But we want you to be that whole man, that whole woman, where you're successful in the various aspects of your life. I recall back in the day, whenever I would set my goals, I would make a chart. And I would have household goals, career goals, academic goals, leadership goals, ministry goals for spiritual life, financial goals. You have to be that whole person. And you know, that's fine if you find yourself that you're weak in a particular area, because here's opportunity to get strong in that particular area. But what matters is that you notice it, acknowledge it, and are ready to face it head on. And so if your pockets are a little lean and you're struggling, or maybe you got a job, because nowadays the gas prices are so high. I've heard people say they had to choose between paying the rent or getting some food, getting gas or getting some food, getting my prescription or getting some food. Listen, we all have different struggles, and it's no shame in your game if you learn how to reach out for help. And so today we're talking about the resources that are available to you if food is one of the areas that you're challenging. You might have a family of 2, or just be you. Family of 5, or just be you. Whatever your situation is, we want to let you know that we have a guest coming up soon who's going to talk to you about the work that they've been doing in the community to make sure mouths get fed, to make sure you have some food, to make sure you have a resource that you can turn to. And they're doing a dynamic work and helping people live a dynamic life by being able to have a meal. We also want to share some resources, because guess what? Turn the clock in 2 days, we'll be in November, and we know what that is, Thanksgiving. But everybody doesn't count on the fact that they're going to have a big fat turkey on the table. So we want to share some food resources. Matter of fact, if you have a resource for that, make sure you put it in the chat so we can spread the word, whether you're north, south, east, or west. We want people who are in those different communities to know where they can turn to. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. Rest assured, we're going to have some food resources for you today, okay? Go and grab your pen and paper and be ready to write them things down to help you out for next month, all right?
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the CoyoteMan Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
Welcome back. Good afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you have tuned in. Let somebody know that they can go to the CoyoteManOnline.com/dynamic life with the LYFE. So tag your friends now, because they're going to want these resources, especially as we get closer to the Thanksgiving season. We want to let you know there's some resources here that can help you get what you need on your dining room table for next month. And so not only today are we sharing these resources, but going forward, I'm going to make sure that I have some resources shared with you in the chat so that you can spread the word. We don't want anybody to be hungry any day, but much less on Thanksgiving Day or this next month as we come. It's Thanksgiving. That means a lot in that one word. It's Thanksgiving. So we want to give some people some things to be thankful for. Now, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the fact that Baltimore has 1 in 8 people who go hungry. Maryland, state of Maryland has 500,000. Yes, add them zeros in there. 500,000 people who go hungry. They're calling it a food desert. They're calling it a food insecurity. I don't care what you call it. If your neighbor is hungry, if you got abundance and your neighbor is hungry, nobody wins, okay? And so out of Maryland, with 500,000 adults hungry, there are more than 160,000 kids who go hungry, who suffer from this food desert. So I'm not going to give away all the stats, because I have an expert here today, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., and he hails from the McKenzie Pantry Foundation. Yes, we have that kind of resource, because Dynamic Life is all about connecting our community to the resources that are here for them. And how have you been serving in this community? What is it looking like today, Dr. Leroy? Let's give us the real picture.
The real deal is that there's a real need for the community to be able to be fed, not just physically, our body, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of those other aspects of our lives.
They have a part, yes.
And that plays a part in it. And you mentioned some of the stats in regards to adults, 500,000, 160,000.
Goodness.
That 160,000 are young kids.
Yes.
And not only are they just hungry, but I don't get into the numbers of homeless
Yes.
young kids, and that goes together. And it's a daunting task.
Yes.
It's something that it has been with us for years,
Way too long.
And it's a forever fighting battle.
Yeah.
But what we've done at the McKenzie Pantry Foundation is we've decided, hey, we want to do our part.
Yes.
We want to try and make a difference in other people's lives, and as my pastor says, make life better for someone else.
Yeah.
And that's what we've chosen to do.
And
That's
a
what we
meal
try
can
to
do that.
Absolutely,
And knowing where a meal's
you'd be
coming
surprised.
from. Yes.
And that's what prompted my youngest sister, Toussaint McKenzie, to start the foundation. Because she has a daycare center, Heart to Heart daycare center, but she had kids that went to the school that she would take them to, because she has part of her business is transportation as well. But she was finding that when the school that she was taking the kids to, a lot of kids didn't have any food. Wow. The only meal that they got was when they were at school.
It's
was
a real
at
thing.
school, and she decided to do something about it.
Yes, I love it.
And she brought it to us, the family, and said, "Hey, I got this idea."
Love is action. Love is action.
She said, "Hey, I have an idea. I want to start a food pantry. We can, she talked to the principal at that time and told him about the idea. The principal was
partnership.
Was about it. And she, so we started putting the pieces together and started the foundation back in 2019.
How many people in your family are helping with this?
It's my sister, my youngest sister Toussaint that started it, my older sister Larissa, myself, my mother, my nieces and nephews. So it's a whole family. It's a whole family. Yeah, it's a whole
making
family
an impact.
thing. Yeah. And it was a great idea, and we tell her all the time it was a great idea because it brought us even closer because of what we do, and then also it showed the next generation, which are my nieces and my nephew, about one, the importance of giving, but the importance of family and entrepreneurship as well too. So all of those dynamics played a part in it, or play a part in being able to see. So it's a whole family, family affair.
So now let me ask you this. I know you said she had a daycare and she has a daycare, and then the transportation piece, and then and so in approaching, the principal, did you all get any pushback, any apprehension? Was it like, yes, let's do this? Like, how did that dynamic play out?
No, I think it played out very well because the principal of Yorkwood Elementary, which is a school that the pantry is actually out of, she's very forward thinking. 21st century thinking, and she's open to doing different things.
And would you say she kind of already knew that problem was in existence, or so she was totally on board? Yeah,
she saw the need. Yeah, she understood the need, and then knew what they could do to fill the need. Yeah, in regards to so that showed to me that shows a principal that cared about her students, that cared about the families, that were not only a part of the school, but a part of the community as well too. So,
and it goes so far beyond the classroom. That's what you already know about the Girls Leadership Conference, but it's all about educating and empowering them beyond the classroom. Correct. This empowers kids. Yes. This lets them see somebody cares, somebody is in a position to do something about it, and they took action on my behalf. And and given that dynamic that children, because children don't always understand, when you matriculate certain words to them and try to explain to them, but they watch what you do. And they absolutely watch what you do and see what you're going to do on their behalf. And they feel that love. They feel they can't even maybe verbally say what they want to say as far as how much they appreciate it, even because I'm sure you got some kids that coming in because they know they may not get nothing at home. I've seen this with my own two eyes. They stuff in their mouth. Sir, child, you don't have to eat like that. We gonna bring you back some more. So now, I saw where you all supply the needs for the kids beyond the classroom on the weekends.
Correct.
How many families do you think you all are impacting on the weekends now?
Well, each weekend it's usually about anywhere from about 20 to 35 families.
Wow.
And that's just between the different projects that we have, and then along with the community members
Yes, okay.
that we feed as well too for the weekend program.
So that Yorkwood Elementary, that's like Northeast Baltimore,
Yeah,
right?
correct,
Okay,
correct,
awesome,
correct.
awesome.
Um,
Wow.
and the thing of it is it feeds the packages. They feed students, families, and community members for the weekends.
Okay.
A family of maybe 4.
Okay.
It feeds about a family of 4,
Uh-huh.
and it's prepackaged, non-perishable food that they get to be able to have, that gets them, to have something on the weekends, and each and every weekend.
Yes.
Which is important because, like we said, when sometimes what they don't have, the only thing that they get to eat during the week is when they're at school. So
Yes.
not having anything on the weekends, that's going 2-3 days without knowing where your next meal is going to come from.
And here's the thing, it's not an easy thing, because I do know with when you're dealing with food, especially now COVID and pandemic, they got to jump through all kinds of hoops to make sure you're meeting risk regulation and that regulation and getting certified and this and that and the other. How do you all manage that part of the process for somebody else who's out there, that chef that's out there, that restaurant owner that's out there that wants to go the extra mile to feed some faces this holiday season, to let people know that you care, let people know, okay, I got a little extra, but I want to do the right thing with it and maybe support some families. There's some things, some kind of hoops sometimes that you got to jump through. So how does that whole process work with getting started and making sure you following the regulations and things like that?
Well, the thing is, to get registered, you do have to have, there's certain laws and regulations that you have to meet, which is what we did. My sister found out what the criteria is, what we need to do, the partnerships that we have with the food banks that we partner with, to be able to that give us the food that we need in order to be able to deliver and everything like that, along with other donations that we get from folks that want to donate to the foundation and to the pantry. But we have to make sure that the food that we have in the pantry, it can't be expired food or anything like that. So we have to make sure that it's edible. Just like a grocery store, the stuff that is expired or spoiled or whatever, you have to take off the shelves and everything like that. That's why it's non-perishable food. That way, you don't have to worry about stuff going bad or whatever, except for the cans, the preserved stuff. The non-perishable stuff lasts a lot longer. So it can be in there. So it gives us that you're following those regulations, and then along with the donations that we receive, non-perishable foods, we have to, of course, it has to meet the criteria. So you accept food and cash donations? Yeah, correct. Absolutely, yes.
So that chef that's out there, maybe you have a grand idea, you want to feed some people. Sometimes it's good to just partner with people who already have the mechanisms in place. You get on board with them and partner with them. And so the McKenzie Pantry Foundation, when we come back, we're going to find out how you can get in touch with them. Maybe you can get on board with them and partner with them. You have a heart for people who are suffering from hunger, or this food desert, or this food insecurity. You have a heart and you have that compassion where you want to help, especially during this holiday season. People's hearts are touched, and absolutely, they really want to do something, but maybe they don't have the physical ability and agility to be out there doing the work themselves. Well, you can partner with somebody like the McKenzie Food Foundation, Pantry Foundation, McKenzie Pantry Foundation, who's already doing the work. And so when we come back, Dr. Leroy is going to let you know how you can get in touch with them, how you can go to their website and donate, how you can get on board, maybe come and volunteer some weekends with them as they're handing out the food. There are all ways that everybody can each one, teach one, then we reach one, right?
Absolutely.
We learn, earn, and we return. You ready to give back? Here's an opportunity to do so. So stay tuned, get your pen handy and ready, because we're going to share how you can be on board with the McKenzie Pantry Foundation. Let's feed some families this weekend, next weekend, Thanksgiving week and beyond. Can we do that? I know we can, because we live in a dynamic life on purpose and with intention. Stay tuned. We're going to be back to let you know how you can get involved.
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the CoyoteMan Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
Hello. Thank you for tuning in again. It's the CoyoteManOnline.com/The Dynamic Life Show with Deronda Michelle. I'm excited about you being here because that means you're tuned in to get some resources that can help our community. That's what living a dynamic life is all about, is helping one another grow in the areas where we lack, grow in the areas where we may find ourselves a little weak, get connected to the resources that we may need to help us level up in life. That's what the Dynamic Life Show is all about. And so if you're just tuning in, my guest today is Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. of the McKenzie Pantry Foundation. He's going to share with us how you can get in touch with him. If you may find yourself right now, you're struggling to put a meal on the table, guess what? He got some resources for you. Not only that, he's going to tell you how you can get in touch with him, because they got something fabulous and fantastic helping to feed some hungry people for the holiday season. So I don't want you to miss out on any of that. So stay right here and get your pen handy. Dr. Leroy, how can they get in touch with you? I know hunger is a real issue. It, as you said, it impacts 1 in 8 adults, and just in Baltimore City alone, 1 in 4 children is impacted by food desert and food insecurities and just hunger. Okay, we don't need to put no fancy DC name on it, no fancy political name on it. It's hunger. It's hunger. If you ever been hungry, you know how it feels. We're here to help that next person not feel that, okay? And so if we can do that through the McKenzie Pantry Foundation, I want to let them know how you can.
Sure, they can connect with us through a couple different ways. They can go to our link tree if they want to go, which will have kind of all of our different aspects, and that's the http:// Foundation. I'm sorry, Linktree, linktr.ee/MKP Foundation. They can go there for the link tree. Our direct website is www.McKenziePantryFoundation.org.
Okay.
They can, if you want to make donations, you can do that through Cash App, which is the $ MKP Foundation as well, or through PayPal, which is, you can use our email addresses, which is MKP Foundation2018 at gmail.com. You can do that through there, and then you can also contact us directly if you want to make food donations, because we're always accepting food donations. Non-perishable foods, please, only non-perishable foods. Those foods can go into the pantry so that our students
at Yorkwood,
they can actually come in and they can actually get food right there on the spot. And then they can contact us directly, because we will come pick up food. So if you can't get to us, we'll get to you. So you can contact us at 443-990-0946.
Got you.
We're also on Facebook. You can check us out on Facebook. And then which is the McKenzie Pantry Foundation, and then also on Instagram, the McKenzie Pantry Foundation.
And listen, if you had to run and get a pen, just hit replay, okay? Just hit replay, and you're gonna get it, and just hit rewind until you get it. So I applaud the work that you all are doing. One of the things that I did, I think I did it. Well, I only did it once so far, but I said to myself when I retired, the year before I retired, I said when I retire, I'm gonna start out just feeding some people in the community. And so I did that the one time, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this once a month. Well, honey, the next time it came around, I was like, I can't do it. And so because it takes a lot of resources, financial resources, time, and patience. And then I drove around for about 20 minutes before I even found some people to give the food to.
Wow.
But they were so thrilled that somebody cared enough to do that. And so as I began to do that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to plan this out a little better. But I always love to cook, and I love cooking for crowds. Don't y'all call me up for none of that. I don't have no catering. I can't get with all them regulations. But you know what, Dr. Leroy, somebody needed to know this. Somebody needed to hear this. Somebody needed to know that this resource is available. And so if you check the chat, we're gonna make sure Dr. Leroy's information is there in the chat for you, so that if you're just tuning in, you'll be able to go to replay and let somebody else know they can get a meal on the weekend. Yorkwood School, Yorkwood Elementary. Yorkwood Elementary is where they serve the kids. They have to be a student at that school, and a family has to sign up. They fill out a form.
Correct. Yeah. You can give us a call, or you can call Yorkwood Elementary School. Let them know that you are, that you're in need, and then they'll take you through the process of getting lined up to be able to receive the food.
I pray that it catches on like wildfire, that don't let Baltimore lose our charm. Charm City, come on, step up. If you're in a position where you can impact others just by sharing a meal, let your compassion rise to the forefront this holiday season. People are coming through COVID and coming through the pandemic. Things are lacking in the lives of some people. But if you have, then I want you to, what they call Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. I want you to show that brotherly love, that sisterly love, and let's make sure our families are fed this holiday season. Don't let anybody lack when you have some overflow. If God has blessed you and you got some overflow, come on, help somebody else live that dynamic life and watch that smile come across that face just because they know somebody cared. And so tune back in next week for the Dynamic Life Show with the Rhonda Michelle at CoyoteManOnline.com/Dynamic Life. I want you to also know, listen, I need to make sure I shout out my stuff that I'm doing. I stay busy sometimes. I learn to pace myself, okay? But your girl is in a movie on Tuesday. Check out the Wesley Christmas. It's going to be at the Howard Theater on Tuesday, which is November 2nd at 7 p.m. You can come for the screening, but you got to go on Eventbrite to secure your free seat. And guess how you can get a free seat, Dr. Leroy? By bringing an unwrapped gift.
Oh, wow.
That's all you got to do. Bring an unwrapped gift, and they're going to let you into the Howard, the very well-known Howard Theater in D.C. But go on to Eventbrite so you can reserve your seat now, because tickets are going fast. Seats are getting filled, and that's all you have to do. But guess what? Ba-bam! 2 days later, it's going to air on BET under the direction of Mr. Patricia Cuffy Jones, all the way from the West Coast, but she was born and raised and bred in Baltimore City. She's a Charm City girl, and her movie is going to be played out on BET on Thursday. She got back-to-back movies, but we don't want to leave here without reminding you. Go to McKenzie Pantry Foundation. Make sure some children are getting fed. Out of that 100,000 kids, let's feed some faces, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like the Nike stroke say, just do it. Just do it. Okay? Anybody ready to help me feed some faces this holiday season? Go to the chat, grab that information, and make sure we feed some children and some adults, y'all. If you bragging on your cooking skills, make a plate for somebody else. Come on now. So chefs, culinary art students, you looking for something to do and ways to give back this weekend? You got a connection right here. Restaurant owners, you looking for something to do? Host some things for some people to get a meal on you this holiday season. God bless you. You're living a dynamic life through the McKenzie Pantry Foundation. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add that we must let our listeners know about?
Well, just two things. One, we are looking for volunteers. So if you would like to volunteer, especially students, because students can use that to go towards their hours.
Yes.
Because a lot of students have to have
community
service hours.
Awesome.
So we're always looking for volunteers in order to be able to do that. But then also, you mentioned the holiday season coming up in November. We have Thanksgiving, and then we also have Christmas. We do the holidays as well, where we partnered with the food pantry. I mean the food
bank?
the food. Well, my brain just went. But the partnership with the company, the food donations.
Okay.
We actually partnered with them, and we're giving full dinners to families. So part of what you all are supporting is things like that. And then for the Christmas holiday, like last year, we sponsored a family for their whole Christmas. To make sure that they enjoyed. It was a family that had been devastated by a fire in their home.
And I saw it was like 6 people, family of 6.
Yeah, 6. And so we do things like that during the holiday season to make sure that, like we said, make life better for someone else, because that's what it's all about for us to be able to do that. So, don't hesitate to give us a call if you are in need during this holiday season, because it's not easy.
Let it be no shame in your game.
It
Just
is
reach
not
out.
easy. So that's what the foundation is here for. That's what the other foundations are here for, to be able to support us, to be able to get us through, especially these holiday seasons, which is usually the hardest seasons to be able to go through.
And you heard it here. We're here for you. You heard it right here. We're here for you. The McKenzie Pantry Foundation and Dynamic Life are partnering up to make sure you know that some food exists somewhere. Food resources here and available to you. God bless you. My time is up. I'll see you next week. And I might ask you then what you cooking good looking, but not today. I got my dinner ready. All right. God bless you. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next time.